Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught that being agreeable makes us good, that being available makes us valuable, and that stretching ourselves thin is somehow a badge of honor. But the truth is simple. Every yes you give away without intention costs you energy, clarity, and peace. So, if you've been feeling drained, stretched, quietly or loudly resentful, today's episode might be exactly the reset you need. Hi everyone, stay with me, Marie Crisostomo, for a few minutes as we unravel what healthy boundaries truly are. Not walls, not distance, but a bold form of self respect. Together, we'll explore how to protect your energy without apology, how to say no without the weight of guilt, and how to create a life where your time and emotional space are treated as a rare, priceless resources they are. To understand why boundaries matter so much, we need to start with the biggest trap of all, the myth of always saying yes. It's that sneaky belief that being agreeable makes us easier to love, easier to work with, easier to keep around. On the surface, saying yes feels good. It creates harmony, it avoids conflict, and for a while, it even gives us that warm glow of being the reliable one. And that's the upside. And this whole idea of saying yes can feel like a connection. It can make relationships smoother in the short term, and sometimes it can even open doors we wouldn't have walked through on our own. But here's a catch: every yes carries a cost. And when we hand out yes after yes like candy, the bill eventually comes due. People pleasing doesn't announce itself loudly, it sneaks in through tiny moments. Agreeing to help even when you're exhausted, laughing off a comment that hurt, taking on a task at work because it's just than easier done than setting a limit. It feels harmless until it isn't. Psychologically, this is where boundary burnout sets in. When our desire to be liked overrides our need to be honest, we start living out of alignment with ourselves. Our energy thins out, resentment builds quietly, and I'm very familiar with this because I've been in this situation many times over. Saying yes can come to a point when the very relationships that we're trying to protect can become the ones that feel the heaviest. Why? Because saying yes to everything teaches people that our time is flexible. Our needs come second, and it gives the impression that our time, our love, our things, our personal space are for the taking at any time. The truth is, the myth of always saying yes promises peace but often delivers exhaustion. It gives the illusion of connection but strips away authenticity. And the biggest loss? It's a slow erosion of self respect, the kind you can't fake, the kind you can't outsource, the kind that only grows when you dare to say no. No has a reputation for being harsh, selfish, or unkind. But in healthy relationships, it's actually the opposite. A clear no is honesty, it's clarity. It's the moment you say, I value this connection enough to be real with you, not resentful. When you set a limit, you give someone the gift of knowing exactly where you stand. And that clarity builds a deeper kind of respect than 1,000 forced yeses ever could. Think of the people you trust most. They're usually the ones who tell you the truth, right? Not the ones who bend themselves in half just to keep the peace. The same principle applies to you. When you say no with intention, you're telling the world, my time matters, my energy matters, I matter. And that self respect quietly teaches others how to treat you. But here's a deeper layer. Saying no is it's also a survival skill. We all need to learn it because the sad thing is that no matter how you try to sugarcoat your nose, there will be many who are just too dense to see through what you really want to say. So say it. Say no when you can. Easy? Not at all, but it comes with practice, and yes, after multiple outbursts, I'm telling you, it's a lesson learned, multiple lessons learned for me. And I'm sure you might be smiling now, but I'm telling you, this is how you protect your emotional battery from being drained by every request, every expectation, every demand that comes your way. It's not closing the door on people, it's closing the door on exhaustion, fatigue. It's not pushing others away, it's pulling yourself back to your center. Remember, you can't give from an empty cup. Remember, too, that the people who truly value you won't disappear and will truly respect you when you draw the line. They'll meet you where you are instead of where it's convenient for them. And the ones who don't, well, your no simply revealed what was there already. A clear no isn't just a refusal, it's a promise to yourself, a promise to stay aligned, grounded, and whole. And when you honor that promise, everything in your life becomes a little lighter, a little clearer, and a whole lot healthier. Someone asked me, but isn't setting boundaries about shutting people out? Well, my reply to that is think of it as keeping your emotional battery charged so you can show up fully for the life you want. Protecting your energy is intentional, being distant is reactive. One is a skill, the other is a symptom. Red flags that your energy is being drained show up quietly at first, like constant exhaustion, irritability over small things, feeling obligated to please, or noticing that your joy is slowly slipping away. Those are your inner alarms. Those are your signals that you're giving more than you have to give. And the difference lies in awareness. When you protect your energy, you pause, choose, and act with purpose. You honor your limits without guilt. Being distant, on the other hand, comes from fear, resentment, or overwhelm. It pushes people away rather than creating space for yourself. So, your energy is precious. Protect it. Don't hide behind it. And when you do, you'll notice your connections grow stronger, your mind clearer, and your heart will grow lighter. Now that we understand the importance of boundaries and protecting our energy, let's get practical. Let's talk about what we can say for real life boundaries by giving you examples. Knowing your limits is one thing, but expressing them clearly is another. And that's where words become your armor and your bridge. So, for example, if you're at work and you have your boss has a request, a simple line like, I can't take this on right now. This isn't an urgent task for today. I can revisit it tomorrow. How does that sound? Keeps you professional and firm. Then with family, try, I hear you, but I need some space to think, which honors both your feelings and theirs. Among friends, I'm not up for that today. Set your energy first without guilt. And in romantic relationships, I need this time for myself and I'd appreciate your understanding. Communicates respect for yourself and your partners. And the best request is when someone wants to borrow funds. You can say, I'm not in a position to lend money right now. I hope you can understand. So the key is short, firm, and respectful statements. No need to over-explain, no need to justify. Just be clear. The more you practice these lines, the more naturally your boundaries become a part of your daily life, protecting your time and energy and peace while keeping relationships strong. It took me 26 years to learn. I tell you, it gets easier as we grow older and gets a lot. You just need a lot more experience. Practice is the key. Let's talk about maintaining boundaries without guilt, the part where most of us stumble. Setting a boundary once is one thing, but keeping it firm in the face of pushback is where the real growth happens. The truth is, saying no doesn't make you selfish, it makes you self aware. It protects your energy so you can show up fully for the people and commitments that matter the most. Consistency is key. When someone challenges your limits, it's not a personal attack, it's just a test of how seriously you value yourself. So respond calmly, reaffirm your boundary, and don't ever explain. Each time you do, you reinforce the idea that your time, space, and well being are non negotiable. So just remember, boundaries aren't walls, they're bridges that connect you to healthier relationships, clearer priorities, and a life lived on your terms. So, thank you for staying with me today. Remember, every yes you give should come from choice, and every no is a gift to yourself. So, protect your energy, honor your limits, and let your life be shaped by your own respect, not obligation. So, until next time, take care. Stay bold, stay centered, and stay authentically you.